Hi guys, you don't need to worry about spoilers in this video. The only thing I'll be showing is just all the keepsakes or starting gifts as you veterans call it, and a little bit of Limgrave, but no big spoilers, so let's get started. Crimson Amber Medallion. This is a talisman. If you don't know what a talisman is, it's an equipable item that gives you a special effect. It kind of replaces the rings of the Soul series games. But this one in particular raises your maximum HP by 5%. Lands between RUNE. Runes is the game's currency. You can use runes to level up your character stats, buy items, upgrade weapons and such. You gain runes by slaying monsters, or you can find these items throughout the whole game. This one in particular gives you 3,000 runes. It's not a lot, honestly. If you want to use it to level up, I'm using the Confessor as an example here, and I was only able to just gain 3 levels. Golden Seed. This gives you an extra charge to your flask. If you don't know what flask are, that's the item you use to heal or regain FP depending on how you have it allotted, and the auto refills every time you rest out of grace. Fanged Imp Ashes. Ashes are basically spirits. You can summon them, help you in battle. You can't summon them everywhere. There's only certain areas you can. You'll know when you can if you see this symbol on the left. They also cost FP. This one in particular costs 50 FP. You also need a key item, so you can't just start summoning them in the very beginning of the game. You do get the key item pretty early. I don't want to spoil too much, but all I can say is as fast as you get your steed, just fast travel back to the church. But this one, these two imps have sickles which do bleed damage, and they also once in a while throw these little blue bombs that do damage. I wouldn't say they're super strong or super tanky. I think they're pretty equivalent to the wolf that you get, but I really like them. Cracked pot. This is a craftable item. There's certain things that require cracked pot so you can actually use it. I'm gonna post a little video here of the first things I came across, but there's a lot more later on. This is just super early game. Yeah, if you plan to use like fire bombs or things like that, you will definitely need crackpot, and the more you have, the more you can actually use. STONESWORD keys. You get 2 of them, and this is a rare item. It's like a one-time use at a goblin statue, where behind it you adventure through to get a really cool item. Although you do find some throughout the game, but I'm not sure if there's enough in one playthrough to open all of them. I don't know. And I don't want to spoil anything, so I won't show too much of it. But do know that there's some good stuff behind these, and it costs 2 to open 1 goblin statue. Bewitching branch. This is a consumable that you eventually could craft yourself. You get 5, and what this does is turns certain enemies into an ally temporarily. And I say certain because like there's certain big ones that I don't know if they have like a lot of resistance, but they just don't turn into an ally. Boiled prawn. This is another consumable that you can end up crafting later on. What this one does, it boosts your physical defense about 15 if you can see on the strats behind, and it lasts about 60 seconds. It's not a lot. I tested it on the first boss and it just did just a little bit less. It wasn't that much. SHABRIRI'S Woe. This is the other talisman you can choose. What this one's supposed to do is give the holder aggro. If you're not familiar with that word, it means it just means the enemies focus on you instead of your allies or whatever you have. I tested this with spirits, not on co-op, and it did not work. So maybe it only works for multiplayer. And those are all the starting gifts. Hope you enjoyed the video. If it was helpful, please don't forget to give a like and subscribe so you don't miss on some good Elden Ring content I have coming up. So until next time.